This is a hot take, I'm aware. But does anyone else, Love Island, it can end.
There is no world in which all of us are watching the same show and then people come on the internet with the loudest, most absurd takes.
Y'all are never gonna admit it, but this season of Love Island got fucked up when y'all decided to play with somebody's mental health. Instead of playing this game correctly, instead of doing Love Island the correct way, y'all decided to fuck up and play with somebody's mental health for some shits and fucking giggles, and y'all ended up messing up your whole season. It ain't nothing funny no more.
Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know I've been gone for a while, but that's not why we're here. In today's video, we're going to be going in depth on the Love Island season 7 show, and we're just going to be talking, literally going to be conversing on how we feel about this season and just like Love Island in general. Today's video, we're going to be talking about fake friendships, hookup culture, emotional games, and why people like Amaya, yes, our Amaya papaya, scare people in this generation. But before I start, I do want to introduce you guys to a new idea and concept I'm going to be bringing on this channel, which is called Behind the Buzz. This is basically where I come to rant or give you guys gossip or spill tea on how I feel about certain situations. But before we begin, please get something nice like hot coffee, popcorn, and get yourself comfy because we're going to go deep into everything that I have to say. And also, I also love it if you guys leave a comment on how you feel about anything I say in today's video, and let's keep it cute, let's keep it nice. These are all real people, so I'm also going to keep it cute, I'm going to keep it nice, and yeah, let's begin.
Y'all get anybody, we knock anybody down. This up with anybody, we ain't started nothing down. Y'all get anybody, we knock anybody down. This up with anybody, we ain't started nothing down, bitch.
With what I've seen on Love Island, I low-key feel none of these guys came in for love. Maybe like, what, 3 people came in there and they were like, okay, yeah, let's do this. But like, every other person is giving, I'm here for a brand deal. It's giving, I'm here to just win that 100K. It's giving, I came in here for screen time. It's not giving real connection. But when it comes to actual effort, growth, or anything in between, I don't really see it on Love Island, especially in this season. For example, we have when Nick was with Bella and Sierra, and he was like, you know, we're going 50-50 on these girls, but like, he was giving Bella so much reassurance. Like, even
me as a watcher, I was like, oh my god, he's going to choose Bella.
Just for him to choose Sierra, I have nothing against either of these women or Nick, but I was so sure that he was going to pick Bella, but he went to go and pick Sierra, and I was like, wait, hold on. I thought we were like really feeling Bella. Do you understand? Especially when Bella showed her physical side, and that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, in today's generation, everybody's just like, oh, if she's not like crazy, or if he's not crazy enough to like show the physical side of him, I don't think he's like interesting, or I don't think she's interested. And I feel like that's not how love is supposed to be. I feel like the mental stimulation should still be there when it comes to like talking to someone. You shouldn't just go for someone because, oh yeah, they finally showed you that like physical side, which is insane to me, to be very honest. Like, Bella is a prime example of some girls that just don't want to show off things, or some guys too that don't want to show off a particular side of themselves, but they have to come out of that shell just so they can explore a connection. The question is it truly going to be the right connection if they only wanted you at first for your physical appearance? Like, that's what I don't understand. That's what I didn't really get about Nick when it came to Sierra and Bella. But you know what?
He want me bad, her here.
Can't get no coochie. I'm just kidding. Yes, Bella. Like, stay the way you are. You don't need to change for anybody at all, just so like you can get a man or you can get a woman. We don't want that. We don't do that here. Now, speaking of going all physical and emotional, I'm going to be talking about Huda and Jeremiah. I am not a Huda fan, I am not a Jeremiah fan. I'm just somebody that watches and I see what most of you don't see. I can go on a 50-hour rant on these guys, but you know, I'm going to keep it cute, I'm going to keep it polite.
I'm a dad, I'm a husband.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
Mommy.
You're not getting it, it's not clocking to you.
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
What about,
Justin,
Mamacita?
Mamacita.
No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what? It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
And what I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood.
Now, when it comes to Huda, and Jeremiah, I don't think anybody was love bombing anybody. They were just excited. I just feel that's how I feel. That's how I feel. If you feel differently, let me know. But I just feel like both of them were so excited when it came to like, oh my god, we're on Love Island, let's do this. But then they didn't build up that foundation that every couple needs. Do you guys understand? Now, Jeremiah was like, okay, let's try to work this out a different way. And when it comes to communication, Huda doesn't know how to communicate. And I can die on that hill. Huda does not know how to communicate for shit. And then Jeremiah was like, oh, let's sort this out. You know, I think we moved too fast. Huda got angry.
Tired of the way he treats me. Tired of the guilty feelings. Tired of the broken dreams.
Huda called him so many names. Like, I can't even say it on YouTube, but like, she insulted him so many times. He kept his cool, and everybody still thinks Jeremiah is a bad guy. The only thing I think Jeremiah did wrong was for him not to like put his foot down and be like, okay, this is this and that's it. That. Do you understand? His communication too wasn't too good, and I feel like he could have done better. But when it comes to Huda and how she communicates, it's been seen with the two other connections she tried to explore on that villa. I don't think JD did any. I am not a man supporter, I promise. I'm the last person to support a man, but I don't think JD did anything wrong. And I don't think Chris did it. Actually, Chris was the only guy that was like, okay, I don't really care that you're a mom. I like you the way you are. He tried his best to communicate with this girl. I even want to I want to move to Shelly and Olandra, but I feel like that's a whole separate video for itself, because it's insane how Shelly just says, oh, I don't feel like talking right now. I feel like I'm going to, you know, blow out if I speak to you right now, and the whole internet is on their ass. Olandra says, babe, it's not the time for this, we'll talk later. The whole internet is on their ass for that. I'm like, come on, guys. A black woman says something and immediately she's the villain. Like, let's low-key lock in, because to me it just didn't make sense. You guys are literally like supporting someone always and constantly the victim, and then you don't see it from anybody else's side. That doesn't make sense to me. Make it make sense. This video is not about Huda or Jeremiah, but I'm just saying that's like my 2 cents on them. Huda doesn't know how to communicate. Jeremiah could have done better. Even Chris and JD too, they didn't do anything wrong. And I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to go to the next section before I say something and someone comes for me. I'm like, no, let's keep it cute. Now, I did mention in the beginning that Amaya Papaya is a woman, is like a blueprint for women in this generation. A lot of us actually. She's real. She's really real. And I feel like when she entered that villa and she was herself, nobody was ready to accept her. My girl wasn't fake. My girl stood her ground. Do you understand? She was playing the game, and all of a sudden, she's too much. When all she was doing was being herself. Everybody wants somebody that's authentic, but when they show their authentic side, it's like, you're doing too much. Like, we need to pick one thing. We need to pick one thing and stand on that. Even a time where vulnerability is seen as a weakness, which is insane to me. Honestly speaking, insane. Like, Amaya was so pure. She was ready to show all her emotions, and all of a sudden she's weak, or she crashes out, or the type of reaction she gives isn't valid. I'm like, hello, that's just a girl trying to be a girl. A girl trying to show off her emotion, and no one is actually accepting her. No. 3 men ganging up against Amaya would never sit right to me. Actually, ganging up against any girl would never sit right to me. When all she wanted was to show you love, this girl was ready to set like all the way she normally talks with her partners aside, so that Ace can feel comfortable, and he still had a problem with her. He picked her, and he still had a problem with her communicating. Like, she calls him babe. You said don't touch me, don't flirt me, don't do anything. All she did was call you babe, and that's how she talked, and you couldn't even meet her halfway through it. Like, come on, like, you asked for stuff, at least try to see eye to eye with her. I got so pissed with Ace for that. Austin was supposed to be out of that villa 2 episodes ago. I do not know what he's doing in that villa, but he needed to be gone ASAP, because he did the bare minimum when it came to any woman he was with, actually, any woman. And I just feel like the whole nonchalant act, or like, you know, I don't care, act shouldn't be a thing when it comes to exploring love and connections. Like, bro, be yourself. to be honest. I do not care about what people say, because at the end of the day, people don't even know what they're saying. Like, everybody's just trying to follow the crowd. I'm not the type of person to follow the crowd. I don't believe in following the crowd, but genuinely just be yourself, be authentic, be real. No, you're not going to die from it. I promise you're not going to die. I wanted to like make this whole segment about like the mean girl allegations and like the fake friendships when it comes to Huda, Olandra, Shelly, and Sierra, but like I think I'm just going to touch a little bit on that in this video, and then I'll make a part 2 on Love Island. But I do not think in any way, shape, or form that Shelly and Olandra are bad people or like mean girls. Because Huda shed a few tears doesn't mean Shelly didn't shed a few tears. Doesn't mean Olandra didn't shed a few tears. Olandra was the ear everybody was coming into when they had a problem. She had to explore her own freaking connections too. Like, hello? Like, I still don't see, like, if you guys can point out where Shelly and Olandra were mean girls, then I can see. But like, I'm not sitting down on that. I'm not sitting down. A black woman talks and like all of a sudden she's a bad person. Nope, that doesn't seem right to me.
I think actually tomorrow we can have a chat, because tonight I don't want to have a chat because I know I'm aggravated and annoyed. So I don't want to say anything out of like anger or anything like that. It's about all of that stuff. The girl code stuff, you did not stand on that when it came to me. It's want loyalty and respect from your friends, but not give it. That goes back to the Jeremiah and you shit. You wanted loyalty and respect. You were so gracious for that we gave that to you, but you didn't extend that when you had the chance to do that. And then the last thing with the whole Chris thing, I know it was the thing of like, oh, it's a win-win situation. It didn't sit right with me from the moment it came out of your mouth. I can already tell that the bitch doesn't fucking compare to me. Do I know her? No. Am I upset that she picked him for number 1? Yes. Do you not see like what me and Jeremiah have? Like, I just think that was the dumbest shit she could have fucking done. I think she's messy as fuck. I think she's messy as fuck. I don't like her. I just already don't like her. I don't like her. I don't think she's nice. I think that she has ulterior motives, and I just don't fuck with it. He told me that she is not his type, he's not attracted to her, and that he does not want to sleep in the bed with her.
We know that you don't like Grayson as much as you liked Hannah from Question.
Who wrote it? Who wrote that? Who wrote?
If you're one of those people that are saying, oh, Shelly and Olandra are mean or this or that, I'm not sitting down to hear you. I'm being so for real. And it's so crazy because when Huda was like flipping everybody out and cursing everybody out, nobody said she was a mean girl. So why is it that Shelly and Olandra have never said anybody's a crazy or anybody's a bitch or anybody like or did the middle finger to anyone, but then they're still the mean girl, and Huda is like what, a saint? Child, let's move on. Because I'm not going to sit down here and like rant about it. I honestly do feel like love in Gen Z is lost, because from calling Jeremiah a lover boy to Huda being a love bomber or Jeremiah being the love bomber, like everybody's just like clashing. It's like we don't even know what we want at the end of the day, to be honest. It's like we want this thing, but when we guess it's like it's too much or it's too this, to that. And I need us to like sit down and think for real, like, what is my standard? Who is this guy that I want? Who's this girl that I want? We're always doing the fast love with no foundation thing. How can you start dating someone you've not built any form of friendship with? No form of friendship, and you think this is love? Come on guys, like we need to lock in. That's not love. That's probably lost with no sense. No form of sense at all, which is insane to me. For example, we saw Huda and Jeremiah, they were so physical, and then when the tension hit, it literally, the whole relationship exploded into a freaking disaster. No one could get like their words out, nothing was heard, two of them were always clashing. Like, no, just believe that building up a foundation is better than just going head in without knowing who this person is and what they bring to the table and like what their attitude is. I also want to say one thing, that no matter how pretty you are, no matter how handsome you are, if your attitude isn't right, it's not right, and you will lose those people that genuinely like and love you for who you are. I'm just telling you. Like, you have to set your character right, your personality right, before you can like judge people on what they do, what they say, or anything. Your attitude has to be right first, your character has to be right first, so that other people will want to be around you. Now, when it comes to this season, I do feel it is very rigged. It's not authentic, it's not as real as the last season. I feel like the producers are pushing out like a fake narrative and like making people seem like the villain. Like, If you understand what I mean, like they're showing us parts of the show of the island that they want us to see, and we're not seeing the behind the scenes, like, because there's no way like a lot of things happen and we don't know. Us as the audience were like confused and we're like, oh, when Shelly mentioned something and like we're like, oh, when did this happen? This never happened. Do you understand? I feel this season is very, very vague, and the producers are trying to force out like fake tension when maybe they might have not been tension at the end of the day, or there was, you know. We can never truly ever know. It's just like edits on edits. Like, where is the realness in this show? It's a reality TV show for a reason. Like, stop cutting out parts. If it's going to be 5 hours long, let it be 5 hours long. Let's know what these people are actually filming, because we can't support people if we don't know the full details. When the islanders leave the villa, we hear so many things and we're like, what? This happened, that happened. Like, come on. I can remember the crash out with Serena and Cordell, and everyone's like, you guys are not even close, you guys are not this and this. But like, Serena and Cordell came into the internet like, guys, you guys can see shit of like half of like what we did on that villa, and I agree with them. We probably didn't. I feel the real issue is that this generation wants love. We want to find someone that we can connect with, but we don't want to work for it. We don't yearn for it. We don't put in the effort that actually needs to be put in. We want loyalty without honesty. We want love without vulnerability. And when someone actually gives us everything, like Amaya Papaya, we ghost, we run, we do everything in our power just to say, oh, you know, this is not what I wanted, but this is what you asked for. Or even worse, we shame them, which is so crazy. Like, I need you guys to put your heads together, put everything together and lock in. Another person I do want to talk about is Olandra and Cowboy Taylor. I feel Olandra's love for cowboy men was so close to, like, it was so close to destroying the connection her and Nick could have had. So freaking close. Don't be delusional, guys. I feel Olandra was at a point of delusionality. She was like, you know, this guy is my guy. Yeah, even though he doesn't like do anything for me, I think he still likes me. No. If he's not putting in that effort, dip. If he's not putting that effort, dip, because he would do it if he wanted to. And that's where we go to Clark and Taylor. The way he treated Clark was like she was a queen, a princess. She was walking on glass. He didn't want that glass to break. The difference was so damn near. I could smell it. Like, no, if a guy's not doing what he's supposed to do as a man, I need you to carry your 2 slippers, dust this, and run away, because that's not the guy for you. You see Olandra and Nick now, like Nick will literally run to save Olandra's life. Every opportunity he gets to hold that girl's hand, he does it, and that's how life is meant to be.
Olandra is actually a self-reflection of a lot of females. They act delusional and let a nigga play in their face, even after he showed them multiple times who he is, and he even puts his homeboys above them. Even when your friends tell you, you still don't see it, but you hold on to the small hope that he's gonna change, but he's really not, and you look thirsty in the process. Who the fuck said that?
So yeah, I know this video was kind of short, not too much, but like that's what I wanted to say. I just feel like this generation can't do love. When it comes to actually finding love, we always run away from it, or we just fumble it. We find someone that's honest, that wants to communicate, and we're like, I'm not here for that. And I feel that is so wrong. Love Island is just like a hot depiction of how life, like true life is, like true love is. And it's actually so crazy that we're watching our reality. It is so crazy that we watch. I feel like it's a social experiment. People have been saying that about Love Island, I don't know, but like, yeah, it's so crazy that we're watching our reality, we're laughing at it, but like, it is so true, because the way these people are acting, the way 99% of us act, and we need to lock in and like straighten up and like build a foundation for ourselves when it comes to finding love. Let's change everything. Let's normalize being soft, being real, and putting effort into what we want. So yeah, we have come to the end of this video. I want to know you guys' thoughts. Do you think there is hope for this generation, for Gen Z? Do you think we can actually truly find love and we stop playing around with people's emotions and feelings? Or are we just in it for the hookup culture, the games, and everything in between? Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.